Hi again, this is Sheila Quadros from Keller Williams in Falls Church. I'm the team leader here, and I have Steve Mcilvaine, who is one of my top producers in my office here. And we're going to talk a little bit today about why he loves this office, why he stays in this office, and why he thinks somebody should come to this office. So Steve, tell me a little bit about how long you've been here.
I came here new to real estate in February 14.
Awesome. And what was one of the things that made you want to come to this office as opposed to another one?
I interviewed with 3 or 4 different brokerages. A couple of them that I went to, there was nobody in there. I came to another Keller Williams and had a good experience talking with somebody there. And then one of my friends found out I was looking at real estate and said, hey, you need to talk to this guy. And so I talked with Steve. We had a conversation on the phone, and I loved what I heard. I loved the mission, and I said, I'm coming.
Awesome. So what has happened in your business since the time that you got into real estate? Like the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs.
Well, it's certainly not an easy business,
Yeah.
as we know, and you've been really helpful with the money side of things, basically knowing the income and expenses and how to hold your dollars accountable. Business has been great. I've exceeded most of my goals. I still have plenty of goals to achieve.
Yeah.
Became a top producer pretty quickly, and I've been holding that. And I'm looking forward to 2020 going into a really accelerated path based off of how things have been looking.
Awesome. So you talked about numbers and help.
Yep.
What do you get from our office that you think would be different than somewhere else?
Well, what keeps me here is, first of all, I really love the values, God, family, business.
Mm-hmm.
That matters a ton to me. My family is really important. My faith is really important. And being able to intertwine the three, that matters a ton. And it's not just words, it's actually, it's in practice. We have a fellowship group once a month on Thursdays, and it's just really good. But what I like is that even though there are a lot of agents and we all technically are in competition, there's a collegial feeling here. I can walk into another person's office and say, hey, what are you doing? We can brainstorm, and there isn't that competition. And you don't have people holding over their stuff and saying, no, I'm not sharing that.
Yeah, that's amazing, right?
Yeah.
That open door policy where people are like, here's my presentation. Do you need to duplicate it? You don't find that in a lot of places.
Especially in sales. You
Right.
just don't get that, because people think it's their own stuff that they created. And in reality, we're all just duplicating somebody else's success anyway.
Absolutely. So what are some of the key things that you focused on in your business that you think have really helped you be purposeful? Some of the things that we talk about on a daily basis. Why don't you tell the people who are watching this video some of the things we really focus on, you and I?
So are we talking about like the lead gen strategies, or are we talking any of it? Well, my sphere of influence, really just loving on them, caring for them, and building a referral-based business has been very helpful, serving people really well. The money side has been really important. You've led some great classes, the Fulcrum Group. Lots of folks have brought in great classes, brought content. And so this month of December, I've been actually working on saying, okay, what did I spend my money on in 2019? And documenting it, and then talking with you and saying, okay, well, how can I hold these dollars accountable, and where can I trim? That kind of stuff we talk about. We talk about leverage a lot and making sure that you have the right people in place. I've really appreciated when with staff putting plans in place so that the staff can be successful.
Yeah. So those aren't normal conversations I think real estate agents have on a regular basis with their broker or their offices. I think we focus on how to run a business here. And how do you feel about that aspect of Keller Williams focusing on business?
How do I feel about that? I think it's really important because as entrepreneurs and salespeople, we have a job to do, but we also have a business to run. If we don't run the business well, we can sink ourselves
Fast.
Really fast.
Yeah.
You can make $350,000 a year and then go spend 200 of it and not think about it, and then at the end of the year you're like, what happened? Why did I got all these cool accolades throughout the year and attaboys, and I'm struggling to take care of the family.
Yeah.
So having conversations on business really matters, because that's what's going to set you up for the future. And you do the job of lead generation and serving clients to have a business worth owning.
Absolutely, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, Steve, I appreciate you taking your time. I know you're really busy, and I appreciate you giving me some time to talk to these folks about some of the things that are important to you, why you stay at Keller Williams Falls Church and why you stay at KW. And
I'll say one other thing.
Yeah, sure.
I think the collegial aspect really matters here. I think that it's a fun place. You come in here every day, there's always people here. It's never dead, and there's great ideas. The leadership of Keller Williams is exceptional. Gary's leadership, the regional, your leadership,
Thank you.
the ALC, which I'm happy to be a part of and proud to serve with. Those things matter. The things that we do outside of the day-to-day, whether it's the happy hours or our Christmas party coming up, you building those relationships, doing I'm really, as you know, Keller Williams Kids Can with Quantum Leap. Just knowing that there's lots of things that we can do to better the community.
Yeah.
And Keller Williams fosters that too.
Yep. It's that give back mentality.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you, Steve. Appreciate you.
Thank you, Sheila.